And joining in studio now are two gentlemen with Trycera Financial, TRYF as their stock symbol. Of course, the CEO is Mr. Ray Smith. Ray, good to see you again.
It is great to be here, Don.
And Ray, we have a guest here all the way from Australia, Mr. David Wright. Of course, you're the founder and the author of Simply Budget, so welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Don.
Ray, let's start again because it's been about 2 or 3 weeks since we last had you in the program. Tell our audience again what Trycera does.
We're in the financial service business. We help people with their personal financial needs, their budget, their bad credit. We help them get loans, get approved for loans. And the main thing that I have David here is to explain about Simply Budgets and how it is so important in our economy today that people take control of their finances. And this program is the absolute best that we've ever seen, and it's just great to have David here with us today.
Well, David, let's talk about that, and I have to just say that I wish we could take your principles and apply them to the federal government, but nonetheless, tell us about Simply Budgets and how it helps consumers.
Well, I was a suffering consumer myself many years ago, so the product I created was out of a need rather than a desire to just create something for the sake of it. And what I discovered was there was really nobody out there that was in the business of helping mums and dads at the street level sort out their day-to-day finances. So there was a real need for it, no one was doing it, and I'd stumbled on a system that really worked, so it just seemed to be a natural progression that's what I fell into doing.
Now, Ray, with what your company does in helping people rebuild their credit and get credit for bills that they pay that are not ordinarily reporting, once you've got that lined up, then getting into what David is doing and make sure that your budgets are in line is really just as important, if maybe not even more important.
It is, because one of the main criteria that lenders look at is if you pay your bills on time. And if you don't have your money and your finances in order, you can't possibly know that you can pay your bills on time. And so by reporting the items that don't get reported, adding those to your credit file to boost your credit so you can qualify for a loan, and having your finances so you know how much money you need in the bank today, tomorrow, Friday, next month, you can see in the future. That's what Simply Budgets does for people. And with those two working together, there's such a calmness that comes over families, and they're able to budget and take care of their families even better.
David, what would you say is the most glaring mistake that most consumers make with their budgets?
Well, they focus on their income, and if their income, because everybody thinks they need to earn more money to solve their problem. And that was the way I felt until I stopped getting pay rises and realised that the income side was as good as it was ever going to get, still wasn't working. What do I need to do differently? And it was when I looked at the outgoings, the spending, and I saw patterns and I could see that I could take control of a whole lot of things that were out of control. That was when I really made the turning point, and it was the realisation was, wow, I changed my life so much, I can't wait to show everybody else how to change their life, because it's just, as Ray said, the peace that you get from de-stressing your life, from taking control of your finances is awesome. And I just love that feeling when I get an email from a customer saying, hey, you changed my life.
Now, does it require that a consumer dramatically change their spending habits, or is it kind of a subtle thing?
It's really subtle. What it's all about is there's this invisible line that people cross, and they don't know that they've got themselves into trouble until the day they can't pay a bill. And the whole idea of my program is actually looking into the future and seeing what's going to happen before you get there, so that you know how to avoid the crises, if that's the right word, and you can take action now for something that you can see 3 months down the track would have been a problem. And that just gives you the peace of mind, you know.
Well, here's a company that makes money by helping people with their money. Again, Trycera Financial, TRYF. David, Ray, the story just continues to get better. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for being here.
Tom.